You're watching WMBF News.
Now, the only local news in high definition. Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News Today at 6:30.
Good morning, and thanks so much for getting your day started right here with WMBF News Today. Jennifer Grove is live for us in Carolina for us this morning with the latest on a big day politically for South Carolina. Matt Norton is following breaking news, and Megan Miller will have traffic. First, Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Rob Hatchell has a look at the weather outside of your door right now. Rob.
Well, the sun's trying to come up out there.
Now, the only local news in high definition. Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News at 4. Now, the only local news in high definition. Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News at 5.
A new tennis complex in the PD serving up more than just a good time for players, also helping Florence score some big bucks. We're going to tell you how.
Then get your wallets ready. Prices at the pump are increasing, and so is the drain on your bank account. Find out what's behind the rise.
And there is a chance you could see some severe weather tonight. The WMBF Storm Team tracking the area's only HD Doppler radar to let you know as soon as those storms form. Thanks for joining us for WMBF News at 5. I'm Michael Maley.
And I'm Paula Caruso. We want to get straight to Storm Team meteorologist Jamie Arnold for the late-breaking details on the weather right now.
First in HD. Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News at 5:30.
And there are structures that have been totally destroyed, and there are structures that have been severely damaged.
They are the images burned into our minds.
We just saw a huge wall of flame in the backyard.
The words we'll never forget.
Didn't dream it was going to be this bad.
Nightmares that became real.
The only thing we have left is a tin cup.
6 months after the fire started burning, the Horry County wildfire is still sitting fresh in the minds of many who watched as the flames tore through their communities.
And thanks for joining us for WMBF News at 5:30, your only source for local news at 5:30.
First in HD. Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News at 6.
Hello, thanks for joining us for WMBF News at 6. I'm Michael Maley.
And I'm Dana Evans. We're following some breaking news first surrounding a quick burst of storms causing problems in the PD.
From WMBF News, this is Local Viewpoint. Here's Vice President and General Manager Ted Fortenberry.
We would like to thank you for the warm welcome you've given all of us involved with the launch of your new TV station, WMBF News.
From WMBF News, this is Local Viewpoint. Here's Vice President and General Manager Ted Fortenberry.
The economy has been dominating the news the past few months, and unfortunately it's been more negative than positive.
4 arrested for sexual exploitation. Scandal deepens in the Secret Service, and the Boston Marathon takes a hit by heat. All next on WMBF News at 4:30.
Now, the only local news in high definition. Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News at 4:30.
A campus remembers 5 years removed from a deadly shooting. We look back at what happened at Virginia Tech. Then, where do you eat your lunch? Do you even take a break? Wait until you hear how many people work straight through the middle of the day.
And it's nothing but sunshine and warm breezes for your evening plans, but those plans may get altered by some rain on the way. Now, not out there this evening, not even overnight tonight. Notice right now, the area's only HD Doppler radar is checking in rain-free.
From WMBF News, here is Vice President and General Manager Ted Fortenberry with today's Consider This commentary.
Do you know what NISA is? Senator Yancey McGill is the chairman of the executive board of the organization and recently shared an editorial with media across the state.
Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News at 4. Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News at 6.
5 people are behind bars tonight, booked on heroin charges. See if you recognize any of their names. Plus, power outages are affecting flights across the East Coast. We've got what that means for travelers here in Myrtle Beach.
First in high definition. Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News at 11.
Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm Paula Caruso.
First in high definition. Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News.
Good morning. You're taking a live look over Myrtle Beach on this Saturday, May 16th.
Hello, welcome to WMBF News This Week. I'm your host, Michael Maley. This week, we are focusing on a number of items, including fraud on seniors. Hey there, welcome back to WMBF News This Week. We're talking about senior fraud here in South Carolina, specifically Horry County.
Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News Today at 5.
On WMBF News at 5, the fight to get International Drive paved could be pushing forward at a hearing today. Katrina Helmer has more in just 1 minute. But folks, we got to get to that big story. This is how nasty your ride to work is looking.
Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News at 5.
After days of flooding following Hurricane Florence, today is a historic day for the Waccamaw River.
17 people injured, including 11 children, in a multi-vehicle crash that involved a church bus. Coming up, Ann Klein joins us with the very latest.
Also tonight, we spoke with the man who lost parts of both of his legs in a boating accident right here in Myrtle Beach, how the recovery process is going, and what he remembers from that day. Take a live look over Myrtle Beach right now. The weekend is finally here, and so is the heat. It never left. Meteorologist Robert Whitehurst is here to break down your weekend forecast coming up.
Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News at 6.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us for WMBF News at 6. I'm Eric Weisfeld.
And I'm Caitlin Stansel. We're going to take a look at your forecast in just a few minutes.
Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News at 7.
Good evening to you. We're glad you're with us. I'm Eric Weisfeld. Meredith Heline has the night off, and we begin tonight with a story we've been following for the past couple of hours now.
Coastal Conservation League is saying after it filed a lawsuit challenging the construction of Interstate 73 that would connect I-95 to Myrtle Beach.
Plus, we're breaking down the details regarding the first tax overhaul since the Ronald Reagan administration, how the bill is about to shake up the lives of millions of Americans and redistribute the country's wealth.
And substance abuse experts say around 3/4 of heroin addicts got started on prescription meds. Now we're learning more about new rules the governor put in place to help curb the abuse problems in the state. WMBF News at 11 starts right now.
Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News at 11.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us at 11. We are going to get you started with the weather tonight. Rain around the entire area. Heavy at times today.
Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News.
Right now on WMBF News, a Darlington couple is charged with child neglect, what they're accused of doing to their children.
Live, local, late breaking. WMBF News starts with breaking news.
Good evening to you. I'm Eric Weisfeld. We do begin with breaking news tonight at 11.
Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News Today at 5.
I can tell you when an officer is taking fire, they're going to do everything that they can to get to that officer and get to the citizens that are in the crossfire to rescue them, to save them, and to protect them.
As a search warrant turned to tragedy, 1 year ago today, law enforcement in Florence County received a call about children in danger.
Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News Today at 6.
From providing a meal for students who need it most to changes in college schedules, how the effects of COVID-19 are impacting local schools this morning.
Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News at 4.
The sentence is in for the man convicted of killing 2 women during an armed bank robbery 2 years ago.
Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News at 5.
Today will mark a very horrific day in the annals of the Florence Police Department.
Next on WMBF News at 6, justice and accountability, why South Carolina is falling behind when it comes to help for abuse victims.
Plus, police say he woke up to a strange woman in his bedroom, what he says she was carrying before trying to attack him.
And why your traffic headaches in Horry County could soon ease. WMBF News at 6 starts right now.
Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News at 6.
Good evening to you. It is 6 o'clock. I'm Eric Weisfeld.
I'm Meredith Heline. Another July day in the books here, but
Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News at 7.
We have an officer down at this time. Finds that suspect still firearm use precaution.
Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News at 11.
thanks for staying up late with us this Friday night. I'm Meredith Heline.
We're glad you're with us. I'm Eric Weisfeld.
Live, local, late breaking. WMBF News starts with breaking news.
Good evening. Just in the last half hour, Jordan Hodge and Kenneth Carlisle have been found guilty of the double murder of a Conway couple. And just minutes ago, we learned they will serve life in prison.
Live, local, now. This is WMBF News.
Well, good morning. I'm Darian Henderson with your local news headlines.
Live, local, now. This is WMBF News today at 5.
Good morning. I'm Lauren Korn.
And thank you for waking up with us. I'm Darian Henderson. A brand new update just in as we continue to watch the tropics.
Live, local, now. This is WMBF News today at 5:30.
Good morning. I'm Lauren Korn.
And thank you for waking up with us. I'm Darian Henderson. It's already hot and sticky as you're heading out this morning.
Live, local, now. This is WMBF News today at 6.
Good morning.
Live, local, now. This is WMBF News today at 6:30.
Good morning. I'm Lauren Korn.
And thank you so much for staying with us here. I'm Darian Henderson. It's already hot and sticky as you're heading out. I'm sorry to tell you, but it's just reality.
Enjoy.
Join the fun. Come along with us on Grand Strand Today.
Happy Tuesday, friends. Thank you so much for joining us for Grand Strand Today. I'm Hallie Murrow.
Live, local, now. This is WMBF News at noon.
Right now at noon, Horry County school leaders switching up safety protocols.
Live, local, now. This is WMBF News at 4.
Now on your only local news at 4, one of the busiest police departments is doing what it can to get a full staff. The biggest issue authorities are facing when it comes to hiring new officers.
Live, local, now. This is WMBF News at 4:30.
Using federal money to better your child's learning experience. A look at how Horry County school leaders are putting the money to good use.
Live, local, now. This is WMBF News at 5.
The worker shortage is far-reaching, even inside emergency departments.
Live, local, now. This is WMBF News at 5:30.
Summer learning loss, a very real concern for school leaders this year, regardless of whether your students returning to the classroom this fall.
More than 200 students have been quarantined in Horry County, student athletes that is. We'll take a look at what that might mean for the fall sports season coming up at 6 o'clock.
Plus, limiting development along Highway 90, the resolution that might just accomplish that, and why one resident says it's a step in the right direction.
And heading to the House, the $1 trillion infrastructure bill passed the Senate today.
A breakdown of how much of that money is coming to our state. WMBF News at 6 o'clock starts right now.
Live, local, now. This is WMBF News at 6.
Good evening to you. It is 6 o'clock. We're glad you're with us. I'm Eric Weisfeld.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. I'm Meredith Heline. We're going to go ahead and take a live look.
Live, local, now. This is WMBF News at 7.
It's at 7. I'm Eric Weisfeld. Boy, feeling hot, hot, hot for just a bit longer. Chief Meteorologist Jamie Arnold walks us through the steamy temperatures and his certified most accurate forecast.
Live, local, now. This is WMBF News at 11.
Good evening to you. It is 11 o'clock. We're glad you're with us. I'm Eric Weisfeld, and Fred is now a named storm. The update came in just moments ago. Meteorologist Jessica Dobson breaks down the latest track and her certified most accurate forecast. Tell us the update.
You're watching WMBF News.